The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. Black is beautiful. Black is beautiful. Dr. Rekana said, Africans, we are sold a false narrative. We have been brainwashed to the point that even when we are not told the truth, we find it so difficult to accept it. And that is a fact. Today, the African woman wants to look like other people, because we believe that living in our natural body, the natural hair, the natural skin type, we don't look beautiful enough. Especially these are men. You are the reason to which women go to any length just to be wearing all those things. The synthetic hair that we have been wearing all this while, even though they told us that they are 100% whatever, studied shows that they are causing more harm to us than we think. And as Africans, we look beautiful in this our kinky hair. The creams, the hair, the braids, anything of these things is not healthy for us. I know my sisters today, you wouldn't be so excited. Those of us who love this thing so much, but our health matter. According to the study, even these things affects our reproductive organs, and that is very dangerous. These things are not made up. These are studies that are published by researchers. WHO also approved that these things are actually true, and these are not being fabricated by anybody.
I'm not sure this is orange, but close to. Have yellow, I have blue, I have this hot pink right here. Come on, where are you going? I have blacks, man, because we all love our braids. So I got them in different colors. I even came here with my hot water. Don't worry, we are not going to use hot water at all. But I know you are familiar with this, and you are familiar with that basin where they put the braids and they tell you, you know what, even on the packs it's written hot water friendly, or you can even use with hot water. But as we continue, you'll find out why you should never even put your braids on hot water. All right, so I know this is a very sensitive conversation, but we are going to keep it real because we have to talk about it. And whatever I say today will be said with so much love, because it affects almost every black woman I know. Yes, this synthetic here, right? The braids, these braids that we love, some we even call them protective. We sit in salons 4-5 hours just to get our perfect braids. We even have wigs, you know, the fox locks, the cheap packs that we will buy in town, in salons, in beauty supply stores, because let's be honest, again, not all of us can afford human hair. So I'm going to talk about this hair, not to shame anyone, not to tell you please throw it away, but to show you what scientists are now finding and what nobody ever bothered to tell us. Let's go straight to the point. A 2025 investigation by Consumer Reports indicates that many of the synthetic braiding hairs being sold across the US and exported widely to African markets were found to contain non-carcinogens. These are heavy metals like lead and volatile organic compounds, VOCs, that release toxic fumes when the hair is heated. Researchers tested 10 of the most popular brands used by black women, and every single one of them contained hazardous substances, including benzene, styrene, and toluene, all of which are recognized by the US Environmental Protection Agency and the World Health Organization as potential causes of cancer or neurological damage. Let's pause there. If you have a packet of braids, I want you to take it, and you will realize something. They don't even tell you what the ingredients are. They will just tell you you can use hot water or human hair like, or just weird things, but they will never tell you what this hair is made of at all. And we are not just talking about that American data. There is a 2024 review, Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, that found that hair care products marketed widely to black women contain endocrine disrupting substances linked with reproductive health issues and cancer. Are we together? In other words, the same beauty industry that tells black women this is safe, this is protective, this is clean, has quietly been selling new products laced with chemicals that they would never get away with in other markets, because you can't do this in Europe. You know, European Union laws are very strict. But even more alarming, the Environmental Working Group revealed that hair care products marketed to black women are more than twice as likely to contain hazardous ingredients linked to cancer or hormone disruption compared to mainstream products. And these are the same categories into which synthetic braiding hair falls. Products that stay on the near scalp for weeks, sometimes months. I know some of us will have them for 2 weeks, some of us will do 2 months, some of us will even do 3 months. So when I say this is not a conspiracy, I mean it. And that is why I had to quote all those people, all those research, and I'm going to attach them on the description box so that you guys can go and take a look. These are lab verified findings. Chemical engineers, toxicologists, and environmental health scientists have confirmed that the very hair you guys are calling protective or these braids is exposing millions of women and young girls to compounds that can irritate the skin, disrupt your hormones, and over time increase risks linked to cancer. All right? And if you think that's just an American problem, please think again. The majority of synthetic braiding hair sold in Kenya, South Africa, Ghana, or even Nigeria is imported from China and South Korea, where manufacturers use low-cost polymer fibers such as Kanekalon and Toyokalon, both of which are forms of polyvinyl chloride, PVC. Guys, when PVC is burned, the same way stylists often melt braid ends, right? It releases dioxins and hydrogen chloride, two of the most toxic substances identified by the United Nations Environmental Program, UNEP. Dioxins are persistent organic pollutants, meaning once they enter the human body or the environment, they don't just disappear, they accumulate. So yes, these are the same braids we will buy just to look neat. The same ones we will use on our daughters when they are going back to school. The same ones we will dip in boiling water or seal with a lighter. Have you seen? I think earlier on when we were growing up, I think they had not even discovered hot water.
There are a lot of things that we are going through as African women and as African women, and we don't understand the genesis of all these things that we are going through. There was one documentary that I listened to or I watched, and they were telling us that even these things affect our eyes, our brains. Some years back, we saw that the US Congress women, the black women, rose out to fight for these products to be banned in the United States of America so that the black women wouldn't have access to these things. They are harmful to us. Look at when we take these things, we don't even know how they are made. And we haven't asked ourselves questions. We look beautiful no matter how you are as a black person. We don't need these extensions to look beautiful. We are just brainwashed into believing that living ourselves this way in an African way isn't good enough. But let us not allow people to push us into what will harm us. We didn't know that all these things were harmful, but now that this information is out there, we need as African women to be mindful, to appreciate who we are, love ourselves in this our natural way, because black is beautiful. Black is beautiful. We don't need to be You understand? Just to be like them. We are unique in our own way. We have something special that we can't find in any other person. Why are we throwing away these things? Your kinky hair is beautiful. Am I not looking beautiful in my kinky hair? I do. And I don't need anybody to tell me that. It's high time as Africans we go back to who we are, originality. People do not regard us because of how we have decided to look like other people. So the moment we come out in that look, we are already telling the people outside of our time that we are inferior. They are the special ones. So for that matter, we need to be like them in order to be accepted. But that isn't the case. The African don't need that. We are good. We are beautiful in the way we look. In everything of the African, we are looking good. This one is not only affecting with the young ones, but even some of our people who are Pan-Africans, these big ones with big voices, all come out in this hair. And sometimes when I see them looking that way, I am not happy. Because if we are preaching the African to ourselves, we need to lead by an example. Leadership by example. So, maybe a lot of us weren't aware that this is what we get as a result of what we are putting on. But today that we have this information, it is our duty to go back, to start all over. Let us grow the kinky hair. Let's show the world that we are proud of who we are and the African isn't inferior. Let's sell the African out to the world. Let's prove to them how beautiful we are and how proud we are as black people. Nobody will respect us if we don't respect ourselves. Nobody will accept us if we don't accept ourselves. Nature gave us the best of all that no money can buy. We can decide to be any other person, but there's nobody that can be like us. So that should tell us how precious we are. Let not other people try to change us from our originality. What is more beautiful than you, a black person, being yourself in the African way? Everything of yours. This is the time that we need to wake up to the lies we have been sold and we bought for all these years. We don't know the harm we are causing to ourselves just putting on these things. We look beautiful. My brothers and sisters, accept us and let's accept ourselves. You find African men telling the women they are not beautiful simply because they are not putting on these things because of how mentally we are enslaved. So you, the men, have to help us, the ladies, to change, because a lot of people are putting pressure on themselves, wasting a lot of money just to buy what will harm them tomorrow. Let's cherish who we are as black people, because we are the best. We are the best. Black is beautiful. There is none like us. So that's the latest around the world and in Africa.